Hello and welcome back to Mindful Man Tarot. This is a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign. We are going to be doing an energy reading, a current situation, and then a possible future timeline. I'd be very grateful if you liked, subscribed, commented, shared this with someone you think would resonate with my style of reading. Let's get right into it, Virgo. See what we have for your current energy. Energy for Virgo, please. Energy for Virgo, please. That's the one. Starting off with the Page of Swords. So this is a curious time for you, Virgo. It's a curious time where you're really looking for that next path and that next way of thinking, the next way of intellectualizing your ideas, and you're kind of inviting in the idea of a new way of thinking and a new way of intellectualizing ideas. This Page of Swords is the messenger of the Ace of Swords, which is that new cycle of thoughts where we are moving beyond any of the old trauma that was holding us down, plaguing us down in the old cycle of thoughts. So maybe you've been through a lot of pain in this incarnation, and it's time for you to really conceptualize that pain, to really use it for your highest good, to use it for a benefit for yourself, turning it into wisdom, if you will. And that's why I'm really feeling like this is you sitting there in contemplation, saying, how can I use this as a positive thing? How can I turn this into a positive gain where I am starting to really realize those things that happen for me, or for me to grow, and for me to gain wisdom and knowledge and everything that would help me along my path to become a greater version of myself than the previous version. Yeah, I'm also seeing there's so much new things behind you, so much new physical paths, so much more new spiritual paths, so much more thought processes, just requiring you to turn around, just requiring you to kind of let your guard down a little bit and really start exploring what you can be. You know, the difference of what you are and what you're holding on to is something you can be as a much greater version of that by just letting go and letting the inquisitive thoughts come in, letting the what if, the how can this happen, how can I make this work kind of thoughts come in to really expand your horizon to become a different version. Let's see what's happening in your current situation. Current situation for Virgo, please. Angels, guides, ascended masters, extraterrestrials, whoever Virgo is speaking to, let's send them some amazing messages. Current situation. That card wants to come out. And there it is. So, we'll get to that in a second. We'll get to it. Patience, Virgo. 7 of Pentacles. I just wanted to jump to the juicy details right away. No, we're going to wait. 7 of Pentacles is about being patient. It's about being patient. It's about seeding and watering what you are trying to grow. And that is something in your reality where it's determining your wealth and your abundance. This King of Pentacles is about being the master of the finances, the master of the physical world, master of money, the master of the physical world. Not really being overly attached to anything emotionally, And that's maybe why the King of Pentacles can be such a good manifester. Because they're not so attached to the, oh, I'll be happy if I have the money. They're like, now universe, bring me the money. Okay, I'm going to come and sit back on the beach and just be patient and wait for the money to come in. I know you'll deliver, you always do. It'll come in your way and however you decide it needs to come. I'm just going to do the work and just relax. This is you in your current situation, You're just doing the work. You're knowing that it's going to come. And you're just unattaching from it emotionally. It's such a nice energy for a Virgo, for someone that might overthink. You're just kind of doing the work and chilling. This King of Pentacles doesn't overthink. And here's that Ace of Swords that I was so excited about when it came out. This is what that Page of Swords contemplation was trying to deliver us. This way of thinking. So something in this new way of thinking has really sparked a full body way of thinking now, a full body way of making decisions. And this is your new cycle. This new cycle is every decision you're going to make isn't just going to be with your ability to overthink and overanalyze it, Virgo. It's going to be with your ability to use your heart, to use your body, to use your head, and find the balance between those three things to really make your decisions. This is really going to stop you from having a lot of anguish in the future. And this also might have some romantic undertones to it, because we have this Knight of Cups coming up beside it or underneath it, the way that I spread it. And this might be a new way of you really thinking about and inviting in bromance into your life. And this is you saying, you know what, I'm going to let it come in this present moment the way that it needs to. I'm not going to try to rush it in. I'm not going to try to force it to be something it's not. And I'm going to let my body and my heart and my mind decide when this person comes in, if they're the right person. I'm going to just let my whole body decide. I'm not going to just jump at some conclusion. Oh my God, it's the one. It's my soulmate. It's like you haven't even talked to them yet. All right. I'm not picking on you. I am a Virgo rising, so I get it. I get what you're going through. And I like this energy. I like it. Let's keep moving. Let's see what this possible future timeline might hold for you, Virgo. And if you have a story that you want to share, please comment down below that works with this reading. If you have a different interpretation of this reading, please comment that down below. It's just my interpretation of this particular tarot deck, so don't get mad at me. All right, let's see. Possible future timeline for Virgo, please. Okay. That's going there. That's going there. That's going there. That's going there. All right. In the future, so probably by the end of the month, you're going to have to really be juggling things. This Two of Pentacles is about being very busy in your home life, in your work life, and it might be juggling sickness. It might be juggling it's just you being very busy. So it's you having to know when to put the one pentacle down so you can pick up another one, or which pentacles to juggle, which real world things to juggle, and the ability to make the choice. This is going to come in quite quickly with this Knight of Swords. It's going to come in quite ferociously. All of a sudden you might go from chilling on the beach to being super freaking busy. So invite this energy in. You have the ability to handle it because you have a new way of making decisions. You're embodying a new way of making decisions right now. So whatever this is that's coming in quickly in the near future, you're going to be fine with. It's going to be no problem. We also have this Ten of Cups, which is a fulfillment of an emotional cycle. And a bunch of these cards fell out and they told me to put them in a certain order, and now it's making sense to me with what's coming out. This fulfillment of an emotional cycle is also going to be the fulfillment of a abundance cycle. So this Nine of Pentacles could be a job that you have that is coming to fruition, that is starting to make you a lot of money, starting to make you a lot of abundance and bring you a lot of happiness. This abundance is directly correlated with this cycle of happiness, with this Ten of Cups. So cycles ending, cycles are starting right now, but there's different cycles that are ending. So we can't look at our life as just one big cycle. It's a bunch of little cycles, that are interwoven into each other. What else is happening in a possible future timeline? We have this Six of Swords. This is you moving away from rough waters to calm waters. This is you mastering your thoughts, knowing which one of those thoughts were good for you and which one of those you were holding on to, and it was causing you anguish, pain, and undesirable effects to your energy field. And what is this bringing in? A new cycle. The Ace of Cups is this new emotional cycle. So by you moving away from these old thoughts and old ideas that were no longer serving you, you're inviting in a new cycle of emotional freedom. This Ten of Cups is the end of this cycle. It is a new baseline of happiness. Now you get to start with that baseline of happiness being higher than it's ever been before on a new emotional cycle. I really like this energy. Out of all of these cards, there's only one card that's kind of a little bit troubling. That's this Two of Pentacles. And I feel like that might come in ferociously. It might be a little bit of a fight, but you are going to be well adjusted and be able to be well adapted to any situation because of what's happening in your current situation, because of your patience, because of your ability to make the right decisions, because of your focus on not being emotionally attached to anything. Let's see what this Earth Magic Oracle card deck has for us. Maybe it's got a final message or final messages. I don't want to harp on too much more about this. I feel like everything came out fairly succinct. Okay, this card definitely wanted to come out. Perspective. So when you feel like maybe you're getting too big, it's time for you to zoom out. When you feel like things are too much and too much energy or overwhelming in some sort of way, it's time for you to really zoom out and really look at how small of a piece of this God puzzle that you really are, this universe puzzle. You are just a small fragment that is helping the world adapt, turn, and evolve in the way that it needs to. Not to talk you down and say that what you're doing isn't important. It is very important. But if you feel like it's a little bit too much sometimes, then it's a good time to zoom out. It's a good time to really take a bigger look at the whole process that's happening and how you are just one of the parts of the process. Still very important. You're still a very important part of that process. You still need to do what you're doing to help the world and the universe evolve energetically in the way that it needs to kind of bring on the new earth. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to go on and on and on about any of this. If you like this, please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. If you want more content, then you'll have to subscribe. It's going to keep coming out every week or every 2 weeks. I'm kind of on a weird schedule. I love you, Virgo. Namaste.